We need some blood pretty bad here. Thank God. Thank Cain. How's the old humanity doing? That's getting back up there. 17 XP. We haven't decided what we're going to use that on, have we? Hook. This is going to have to do. Sewer access. Weird looking sign. Fucking... One thing we have to go is... We have to triple check if the 7-Eleven has armor. We're downtown. We have to triple check that the 7-Eleven has armor, and then we'll go to the house on the hill. Coming soon. The Peckening? What?
Where to?
Change my scene. Hollywood. We're right here.
The moon is out, everyone's in dreamland, and you've tuned into...
Special me.
Nobody to fall asleep next to?
You don't have...
ahead,
Oh, fucking
go
holy
ahead,
shit.
Ben.
It was right there and I couldn't see it?
And
Wow.
Hey, why don't you call me sometime? Area code 323.
Oh, man.
KL5 KTRK.
If you watched the first video I came to this
Looks
guy, you
like
probably thought I
somebody's
was
been waiting in
fucking
a queue quite a while
retarded.
to speak to yours truly. So, caller, why aren't you asleep?
Insects.
-1 dex, fuck it.
As in not an insect problem, or chirping crickets are keeping you up, or you have nightmares about them.
Dude, I have to dip these potato chips in
Don't
something.
You know? When you fall asleep, they can crawl into your mouth.
Put these on. Equip.
Through your ears or through
Now I
your
look
nose.
like a paramedic. Why not? Anything goes with Malkavians. What's dexterity? Fuck up. Dexterity. It doesn't. It doesn't fuck up any of the stats we use. Who cares? It technically fucks up sneaking, but I think sneaking's a sure thing when you are a obfuscating fella. Hello! We have to fuck up this restaurant review, don't we?
Waiter,
Yes.
ask for a Cabernet Sauvignon olive oil, not a Merlot. And take back the Chardonnay and open up a kiosk. Let it breathe for 20 minutes and then bring it out with a ziti. Okay?
I'm not the one who waits. I wanted...
Wanted to know what? Interrupt me while I'm working? Do you understand that this is an important opening, and I, emphasize I, am going to make or possibly break this restaurant?
Many greetings I babble forth to you, stomacher of multitudinous ethnic dishes.
Hello. Now go get yourself some onion rings or hot wings or whatever it is you eat. The refined palate of a true gourmand is, oh, to put it in a language you can relate to, trying to decide if this place is thumbs up or thumbs down.
Justify your existence, devourer of souls.
Me, Tommy Flayton, the food authority of Los Angeles, food critic for the biggest paper on the West Coast, radio personality for the KTLK, Chower Hour. Maybe if I reviewed more Pancake Huts, you'd know me.
Yes, yes, I've definitely heard that name before. I've definitely never heard that name before. Whoops.
You're wasting my time.
Your time is borrowed. Bye.
Me, Tommy Flayton, the...
Holy juggling lobsters. You're Tommy Flayton. I'm melting.
Always good to meet a fan. Can I sign a napkin or something for you?
Are you enjoying your maggots?
What?
Maggots, reading maggots.
This place will pay for this. As sure as my name is Tommy Flayton, they'll never serve food in this town again.
How could they do that to you? I bet they didn't get that idea from a movie.
The veal is a little chewy. And this marsala sauce, I could go either way.
Alright, goodbye, weird dude. Is there blood on the phone? Just rust. Metal blood, you could call it.
Where to?
Change my scene. Kingsway. Won't open. Combat area. Let's hope a fucking cutscene doesn't put my gun away again. Really don't get to use Auspex here. I'm way too low on blood. So if we fight more of those dastardly cunts, can I? Ooh, can climb up that. If we gotta fight more of those little two-legged rascals, they're gonna get some chunks out of us. But I guess your health regenerates indefinitely. Duct taped sliding glass door. Okay. Man, some of those houses don't look safe. Let's go inside though. Oh, you scared the shit out of me, which I guess is what you're going for. Open. I don't like that. I don't like how they fucking slap you around. Did an arm come out of him? He's just legs. Of course it's aggravated damage, so we have to wait forever. Bathroom monster? Guess he was just going poopy. God damn it. Fucking jump scare rascals. What's this? Mummified fetish. Healing rate duration 80%? What? Increases passive healing rate. Oh man. Hang on to that. Fucking thing's making me panic and drop all my ammo. Oof. It's a nice looking place, except, you know, the bone furniture and shit. Nicer than my place. Fancy ring. Which door are you gonna break out of? There you are. Fuck right off. Hello?
Hello, young K-Knight. I see your face is not so lifeless. Your nerves not so deadened that you cannot express shock. Tell me, child, is my appearance that frightening? Or is it my knowledge of you that is so unnerving?
Ah, the Sword of Cain.
Ah, you you see the truth of things, don't you, child of Malkav? Blessed with your beastly visions, you are shown that the Sabbat are the only true heirs to the legacy of our Dark Father.
No, you cast not his shadow, false prophet.
Do not test me, young one. In time, you will know the wisdom and power of the children of Cain. Your flesh shall serve as my instrument of instruction.
It is you who made this terrible tape.
Oh yes, the tape. Merely a test. Certainly not intended to fall into mortal hands. Fortunately, we are in the capital of mortal trickery and illusion. So did the tape drive you to find me? From whence flows your longing, child?
Why do you haunt these hills, child of Cain?
To gouge out the eyes of the Camarilla. The sewers are clogged with my creations. I will kill or drive the Nosferatu from their pestilent nests. Without the sewer rats to guide them, the Camarilla will be blind to the Sabbat's designs.
Did you devise this devilish design?
It is not for me. It's for the will of the Sabbat. The Camarilla is stunted, dead and festering in the womb. Good only as pawns of the fathers. Even now, they answer the call of the Ancient and seek to free him from his torpor.
Ancient?
He slumbers within the Ankaran sarcophagus. One of the fathers whose return shall hearken the reckoning. Gehenna is at hand, and the Camarilla are unwittingly speeding us all toward our doom.
Are these creepy creatures your creations?
Blessed creatures. I have broken through their mortal crust and drawn from them their greatest strength. Mutability. I coax bone, weave flesh, and lay sinew tight until it strains to lash out.
From where come your bloody battalions?
Illegals, mongrels, half-bloods, and caitiff. The bane of society, kindred and kin. They are as of little consequence to authority as they are to me. It is a culling of sorts.
Dreadful machines are disgusting.
Perhaps, but they are exquisitely functional. Still, there's an uncanny elegance to even this, my most mercenary of designs.
Your wretchedness weighs heavier than theirs.
Revulsion is instinctual, and instinct is a powerful level to work toward. To evoke it, a glorious accomplishment. Revulsion is a striking color on my palette. I see wonderment in your dead eyes. You long to wield such power as deftly as I.
You've misread my motivations.
Then perhaps it's your longing to become something more. You've indulged your vampiric nature, reveled in your vampiric prowess. Now the beast inside of you longs to evolve further. That gift is on the tips of my talons to give.
Into you the beast has sunk his claws deep.
Do not fear your nature, child. Your body is not a dead husk, but a chrysalis of beastly splendor. Embrace it. I can take your body, this passing mortal machine, and reshape it into an engine of canine fury.
My neck will stay leashless, false prophet.
Now, Camarilla whelp, let me see you fight your nature in the face of those who have embraced their beast. Deny yourself Cain's gifts, and be torn asunder by my minions.
You're gonna fucking make me fight more of these rascals at once? The Angel of Death comes swift and furious. Go away. Goodbye. Oh, now the fun begins. Don't have time to fight all your boyfriends. I don't have a fucking choice though if you're gonna teleport all over on me. Oh, this is the end of the line. Not a good time, little fella. Oh, that was a lot of my bang bang. Is this the way to go? I guess we just auto-save, but let's quick save as well. Whoop. A clipboard. This looks like the clipboard of an employee of the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power Spring 23. Initial investigations into the reports of the strange sightings in the LA sewer started today. Entered Quadrant 13 and will move into both 14 and 15 later in the afternoon. 13 seems normal. Quadrant 13 checked out, but heard unidentified noises at various points in both Quadrants 14 and 15. Called in a dispatch to confirm that no other inspectors were working in the area. There were none. Coordinates noted. Investigation to 16 tomorrow. Strange noises, undoubtedly some sort of animal, heard again in Quadrant 16. I saw what may have been the animal at the intersection of quarters 63A and 64B, but I could find nothing upon further investigation. There were strange prints in the mud on the edge of the corridor, almost hand-like, although it was difficult to make them out in the darkness. More prints found in corridor 73D. They disappeared in what looked like an entrance into an older part of the sewers. Called dispatch to see if they had any blueprints of the old sewer section, but they didn't. Requested advice on how to proceed, and dispatch told me to continue with caution tomorrow. Began investigation of the older part of the sewers this morning. Saw again what I believe to be an animal, although I don't know exactly how to classify it. The skin seems bare, almost reptilian. I can hear it constantly, almost as if it's following me, although the echoes down here make it impossible to gauge distance. Can't seem to raise dispatch on the radio, so unable to check in. There is a smell that has become more and more pronounced as I travel further into the old sewers. Undoubtedly the carcass of an animal washed down here in the last big rain. Investigations continue. Found the source of the smell and it looks to be human remains. Immediately called dispatch, but was unable to reach them. The body seems to be that of a transient, but there are tears, massive tears in the flesh that indicate an animal may have recently fed upon the corpse. I have noted the coordinates of the body and am returning immediately to report my findings. I have become temporarily lost in the old tunnels, and repeated attempts to reach dispatch have ended in failure. The animal sounds I heard before I begin to approach again, and I fear that I may be being hunted. As a precaution, I unholstered my weapon. Undoubtedly lost. I may have traveled deeper into the old sewer. Something is following me, I know it. Can't reach dispatch. Battery's running out my flashlight. God help me, saw creature, some source of monstrosity. Teeth and blood, can't get out, no more light. Can't reach anyone, please, oh God, what is... He was just writing it, like, I'm gonna get fucked, better write it down. Yeah, I get it, you're over there being an asshole. Can I go in this one? Try to avoid as many fights as we can with these assholes. Open? Nope. Is that the surface? Am I saved? In hindsight, maybe I should have bought that Colt Anaconda. Man, there's a lot of fucking rats. That'll help with the whole aggravated damage situation I'm stuck in. Hello? Get back here, fella. Stick to the vents. Is there one in here? Nice and sneaky. Or not, apparently. Great. Where'd you go? Solves our little switch problem we had. He's just having a blast back there. Close this. What do we got here? Map? I have no fucking idea where we are, luckily.